Okay, I'm setting aftertouch, and I've just roughed in, because of raising the key level, the initial setting of dip that I did is significantly off. So anyway, I've roughed in what I think is close to where it will be. And my first step is to, and I've gone through my letoff, although I've reserved the right to tweak that. And I'm going to minimize my drop. And that has to do with the way the geometry is working and these new parts that the minimizing of the drop actually, it means that the jack will clear the knuckle, but there isn't a lot of space from there to the stop, internally, the felt stop in the repetition lever. And so, and then I'm going to adjust the dip. And I'm doing it with the regulating rack set at strike. So for instance, I can see that that's letting off too close. Which is a little feedback on my technique of settling the punchings in. I need to do it, but not overdo it. That one's a little bit on the close side. So this is the way I set my dip. Actually, I set up the aftertouch that I want. For it to be more than a roughing in, of course, a whole series of things need to be close to being in regulation. You can do this in the piano, but it's really hard to see, and I find it, apart from that, difficult on my body. Difficult on body and brain, I would say. Whereas this is, you know, it's still work to do, but it's just easier. And when I've done it, it's just easier to compare a bunch of them. So I can go and do all the naturals and the sharps together or separately. So it looks like there's a little bit to be done over here too. So if my dip is right, then these ought to all line up like that. And when I press those two down now, they definitely match up with each other. Which is another way to test. So probably when I've done this section, I'll go through the whole thing and just do a final tweak. And I'll probably wait to do that until after I've done my final round of spring adjustment. Anyway, home stretch. It's kind of nice to do sharps in a row and naturals in a row just because my hand position doesn't have to shift back and forth. And also I get a sense of what they need. That's gone too far. And of course, I could do this with tweezers, but I kind of like just using my hands if I can. Don't have to keep picking up and putting down a tool. Okay, that's still a little. Better. And please like, subscribe, or follow the link in the notes to my website.